Hello, Andrew.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time I saw you. It's when you were covering me in beans and then unmasked, stealing my moment of glory. And I just want to say, Andrew, go get him, pal. Good lad.
Thank you.
It's all right. Let's have a look at the headlines. Vince McMahon is high on a WWE Raw storyline. That said, Vinnie Mac thought a released WWE tag team were flipping money. And a recently released star was originally planned to be in an NXT faction. We'll tell you who in a bit. So, he is not a very predictable man, to say the least, but Vince McMahon is happy for once, at least with one aspect of Monday Night Raw, which it must be said has actually been all right for the past few weeks.
Yes.
But this is one of those storylines that I think it's a bit Marmite, isn't it? I personally really, really like it, but I see a lot of criticism online. We are talking about the whole Eva Marie Doudrop storyline going on. Obviously, Eva Marie came back. She has got a, I guess, tag team partner, bodyguard, whatever you sort of want to call her at the moment. She's doing all the work. Piper Niven's there, the former Viper, who is now Doudrop. And according to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, the pairing is a big old hit with Vince McMahon, and it can be expected that we will be seeing a lot more of them in the upcoming weeks. He was speaking about this on a recent episode of the We Don't Need No Stinking Name show, and he said we're going to see a lot more of Eva and Doudrop because Vince apparently loves the end goal. I was told he's super impressed with Piper Niven so far, and he apparently wasn't actually that hot on the idea to start with. He wasn't sold on the idea. It went, let's do it anyway. And then during that first appearance between the two, it was Piper Niven's, Doudrop's facial expressions that really got him. She liked the fact that she was there like sort of like that, just like that. Vince, sign me. What are your thoughts on the storyline?
At the moment, obviously when it first started off, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I wasn't a huge fan of the idea of changing Piper Niven's name to Doudrop after everything that Piper Niven's done. But from the way it seems like the little inflections, as sort of Vince said in like her facial expressions and stuff to this, it seems as though perhaps down the line, Piper Niven will actually be a thing, not Doudrop. Which I'm more than excited for. I'm more excited for that. So if the end goal is that, then yeah, I'm excited for it.
That's it to me. I think the end goal is pretty obvious in the way that this is playing out already, only after a few weeks, a month or so. And yeah, the way that Eva Marie is banging on Twitter about her being a future Hall of Famer and all that, it's really, to me, shades of Daniel Bryan and The Miz from the first series of NXT, the game show, when The Miz was the pro, but Daniel Bryan, who had been on the indies forever, was the rookie. And I think people are getting worked by it a little bit. The end goal here is to put over Piper. It's not to do with Eva Marie. And I actually think that's a really good use for Eva. I don't know where that leaves her when this is all said and done and she's hopefully been squashed by Viper. What do you do with her then? That's a bit more difficult, but I guess time will tell. Speaking of Vince McMahon liking things, he thought a certain tag team were effing money, and now they're released. Who are they, Andrew?
It's the Singh Brothers. It's the Singh Brothers, which is really, really sad because I quite enjoyed them as well. I thought they were pretty entertaining. Yeah,
me too. I always enjoyed their stuff. I think back to the Randy Jinder stuff and just how much the Singh Brothers added to that whole feud. And Randy recently coming out on Twitter saying, I don't think I've seen the last of each other yet. So, just keep on trucking, lads. So they appeared on Sean Waltman's podcast, Pro Wrestling for Life, saying every meeting we had with Vince was amazing. He was always kind and appreciated everything we had done. The first time we were working after a bit, we came in our pink gear and glasses. Vince walked right up to us and was like, "That's frogging money." He was always so good to us, and that's why we were always so appreciative. We were always on the right track and learning on the fly and getting ready. And yeah, I honestly, I think they had a lot to offer. It wouldn't surprise me if we do see them again. And yeah, they were just really, really good fun. And you know what? They've taken a really sensible approach to this. If their end goal is to get back in WWE, they are being completely professional.
Yeah.
They added a little bit more, in fact, to this, saying they're looking for big Indian stars and the next breakout star. They're trying, but we're the only two Indian guys there that are TV ready and have the confidence that we can go in with anybody and deliver. And you know what? They're pretty spot on there.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I think that's the right thing as well. Don't burn your bridges. If Vince is being super nice to them as well and everything, saying that the money, then as we've seen with Samoa Joe recently, you never know what could happen. They could get brought back in and stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Time will tell. Speaking of released superstars, one recently released superstar was planned for a new NXT faction that debuted not too long ago. Who's that?
I always pronounce this probably wrong. I'm not good at this. Arturo Ruiz was supposed to be a member of Diamond Mine, which I think would have been a perfect fit for him. It would have been
really
so good.
would. He needed something, didn't he? He needed something there to sort of like a bit of character, a bit of gimmick, or maybe a few bodies around him. It wasn't just him. Marina Shafir as well, originally slated to be a part of the group. He said in an interview, when I did my match with Kushida, I knew that the storyline of the match would be leading to me being a part of the Malcolm's Bivens group. It wasn't Diamond Mine yet. I was supposed to be in that group, and then I got injured. I got surgery on my bicep, and things just kind of stopped. But I healed, I got cleared, and everything started to run again. That's where Diamond Mine came up. It would be a group of legit fighters with legit backgrounds. And they were unveiled on the June 22nd episode of NXT, led by Bivens, of course, and then he was released 3 days later. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta sting.
Definitely. I'm intrigued to see where this Diamond Mine stuff goes. It's not gripped me just yet. I do like to see a more aggressive Roderick Strong, and again, I think Arturo Ruiz would have been perfect for that, because his match against Kushida was good. It was very mat based, very submission-y and everything like that, which seems to be sort of like where this Diamond Mine, this like hard fighting group is going in that direction. But it's a shame. It's a shame. That would have been it would have been interesting to see how he would have gelled with that group.
Yeah, for sure. We'll never know. We'll never know. Thank you very much to the Wrestling Inc. Daily Podcast there for that interview. Sticking with NXT now, Adam Cole wants a bit of Joe. So he's been doing the rounds. He's spoken to TalkSport and said, it'd be incredible. Samoa Joe was one of the guys responsible for me actually discovering independent wrestling. Him along with CM Punk and Brian Danielson at the time. I remember seeing those guys and being like, oh my God, I have to watch all of their matches. And I have never, and this took me by massive surprise, Andrew, and I have never in my 13-year career wrestled Samoa Joe. We just never crossed paths. And I was like, no, come on, you're misremembering there, Adam Cole. I know way more about this than you. Boot up Cage Match. I was like, no, surely they've been all over the place together, but they've never crossed paths. There's a dream match, right?
That's money, right? I would love to see nothing more than that, Adam. That would be one of my favourite matches probably ever. But like, they've surely been in Ring of Honor at the same time and stuff like that,
yeah,
right?
They would have been there briefly together, yeah.
How is that bridge not crossed? I don't understand.
Not a clue. So yeah, Joe's recently come out and said that he will definitely wrestle again. Who knows if that's going to be in NXT? I really, really do hope so. And yeah, give us Cole Joe. He's calling him out as good as. We are finishing off with another NXT talent you may have heard of, Lex Luger, who recently, his documentary was pulled. It was meant to air on July the 4th. Which is obviously the anniversary of a lot of things, but none more important than the time he slammed Rodney Anawahi on the deck of the USS Intrepid. That's the big one as far as I know. And no, his Lex Luger Icons documentary was pulled, which was a great show. I was really, really looking forward to it. And we've got a bit of an update from PW Insider as to why. And all they say is sources have indicated the decision to pull the doc from this weekend's premiere was so that it can be supported by a stronger lead-in. That may mean they want time to premiere with a larger event such as a WWE pay-per-view broadcast. I mean, typically a lot of these bigger ones do, don't they? The pay-per-view will finish and be like, after this, you've got a big old, fat, beautifully produced documentary to look forward to. A bit of a weird one, though. I thought something had gone wrong. I had no idea what was happening there.
Me too.
Took me by surprise. I was looking forward to watching it.
Well, it's a weird one, obviously, because it just coincides perfectly with 4th of July as well. That would have been like, that seems like
Which is the date that he slammed Ronda Rousey,
yeah, exactly.
among other things.
So yeah, it seems like a weird one, but I guess as well, if there's more sort of eyes watching those documentaries after a pay-per-view, then I guess that sort of makes business sense somewhere, perhaps, as well.
Just a bit
I don't
weird,
know.
isn't it?
It
I
is
thought
weird.
they'd have thought of that before the fact.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe the trailers didn't do the views that they wanted and they thought they just needed a bit more time to plug it. God knows Lex deserves. Anyway, that's us for the news. Thank you very, very much for watching. Much appreciated. We will see you. We'll see you tomorrow. All the best. That's good, Andrew.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.